Introducing my next Be Colourwise color analysis case study client. In this part 1 video, we're going to go through step 1, cool versus warm. And in upcoming videos, you can follow along the color analysis journey for this client. Take guesses, and in tomorrow's post, you'll find out her step 1 answer, and we'll move on to step 2, where we'll look at which home season she is, winter, summer, spring, or autumn. And in an upcoming video after that, you'll ultimately find out what flavor of our home season she is. This series is designed to help you develop your color analysis eyes further, because when we're all doing the same color analysis checks and we have refined color analysis eyes, we arrive at the same color analysis result. You're interested in finding out whether color analysis content you're viewing is based on accredited or credentialed color analysis training and experience, you can go to my Be Colourwise checklist within the services menu on my site. You could also use those same checklists to assess color analysis services before signing up. Because ultimately, if there's somebody out there saying something different, say from what I'm saying, like for instance, naturally red-haired people can have cool undertone, they're doing something different in their color analysis process and their checks are different. Or like for instance, naturally blonde-haired people post-puberty can be winters, that sort of thing. They're doing something different. There's something different in their checking process, something different about their palettes. And the Be Colourwise checklist will help you get at what those differences are. Without further ado, let's chat about this picture that I had previously posted on my Instagram as a preview to this client. If you wanted more in-depth information about color analysis, I highly recommend you go over to my Instagram and follow me there, because I share much more over there that doesn't make its way over to TikTok or YouTube. This is her natural hair color, and it's quite a recent picture of this client. She does say her natural hair color around the age of 20 was in this color range. So let me just say natural hair colors are interesting, right? So what's happening here is sunlight is shining on this natural hair color, so it's making it seem perhaps lighter than it is. This person lives in Panama, so her natural hair color gets a lot of sunlight to it, so it's actually lighter than what it naturally would be if it wasn't having sunlight on it all the time. I will also say this person has natural gray intertwined in her hair, which also makes it seem lighter than what her natural hair color was around the age of 20. I also find sometimes, and I say this with so much love, many people remember their natural hair color lighter than it actually was. I meet many people, and this is nothing to do with this client, who have been coloring their hair, say blonde, for decades, and forget the actual natural hair color of their hair around the age of 20. Often I'll have to pull up a picture of them to remind them, your hair is brown here, as an example. Here's another picture she provided that was taken recently, but again, there's sunlight or some sort of lighting on this hair. I will say, because I in-person analyzed her yesterday, the back of her hair is quite dark, much darker than this. Without further ado, let's jump into looking at the step 1 color comparisons. And as a reminder, in these videos, I only share what I think the color comparisons are easier to do with you, but actually at each step in an actual color analysis, 5 colors or more are compared at each step. So here's a look at cool versus warm, and you can pause this to take it in. I've covered the color analysis checks in my other videos. You can go back through those. And here's a look at the in-person sets, cool versus warm. I've talked a lot about in my content and a lot over on my Instagram lately about color analysis checks. And so if you've missed those, you may want to go over my Instagram as well, particularly around assessing what's going on at the jawline. Comment below and share whether you think she leans cool or warm, and stay tuned to tomorrow's video where you'll find out the answer and we'll move on in the process. Have a great day.